King Star Voice International and also known as King's Vision International. We want to talk on some certain important and vital issues that we have discovered that of late that is not part of whatever we think is right. Before us here,
Now, by God's grace, some topic is being brought into our inbox to treat concerning marriage, what to do, the decision you need to take, or what you need to consider before
before you say
going
I
into
do.
marriage and before you say I do. We have so many questions in our inbox, but we'll be taking some of them for today. This is going to be a series program. We're going to be taking it step by step until we meet up with all the questions in our
Yes.
inbox. We have the first questions before us.
Now, before you say I do, or before you tell that lady I love you, or before you say let me go and see the family, or before you conclude and say let me spend the rest of my life with this lady, the first thing you must learn to tell yourself is that do I respect this person? Respect is number one. And of course, there's another that says respect is reciprocal. If I said I love you as a lady, if I said I want to be with you as a lady, if I said I want to make sure that I make you part of my family and your family may be part of their family, I must learn to respect number one. I must not only just respect you, I must know your norms, your value. I must know what your family likes and what they don't like. And also, I must also try to make sure that I investigate the family. Find out. There are some families that are not the kind you can just go and tell their daughter, I love you. But you must try. Investigate the family with respect. Because when you respect somebody, you will not treat the person anyhow.
Another question we have before us here is nobody is perfect. So nobody is perfect. And the person is everybody perfect. Nobody is perfect. So we must learn to understand the person you are going to live with forever. It's not a decision of yourself. I'm perfect, I'm good in this place. The person has to perfect. Oh no, it's not going to work that way. You just have to understand this person has a weak point. I need to look on how to help this person with this weak point and look at the person's life. If I'm perfect in this area, he's not perfect in this area, and I love the person, what to do to help. They should know that it's not perfect at all.
Because one thing many people don't understand is this. If you are telling a lady, oh, I want to marry you or whatever it is, please don't forget this truth. That lady and the man were brought up by two different families, two different father and mother. If the wife parents, what they may take as it doesn't matter, maybe something that matters a lot to the man's family. So you must also understand that for you to correct such a family, you must understand it from their own view and their own perception towards whatever thing you are thinking. So if you want to get that woman to be what you want her to look like, you must understand her so that both of you can do what?
Another one we
And
have
build
here
a wonderful home.
Yeah, another one we have here is work.
Wow.
You must work it out.
Wow.
You should know that you are going to start another family. Different from what you've seen from your parents when you were growing up, or what you've seen from people out there. Now you should be able to be tolerant when you are trying to work out. Now a successful marriage is not what you
don't
for.
wish
You
for a
must
good
work
and
it
a
out.
successful marriage. You don't wish it.
No, you have to work it out. So many work you need to put in. In the process of working it out, you need to be patient. You need to be tolerant. You need to
Also
have shock observer. So when some things hit you, you should be able to step back and think twice on how I will be able to handle this thing to bring glory to God as a believer, and to make your family to be proud of you. You need to work it out. You need to observe and know what to do, the step to take at every point in time.
Let me add a little bit to this thing you said, walk. Because if you read First Peter chapter 3, verse 1, and you read First Peter chapter that same 3, if you take from verse 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, there's something I want to let you also understand. When you talk about walk, you must learn to use your mouth. In case, because your husband will definitely make one or two mistakes, even your wife. How do you talk to her? What are the things you say? Will those things provoke her, or will they make her better? you must learn to understand that when it comes to work, you must learn to use your mouth to know what to work. Some of us will say, no, you don't assist her in the no, 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 no. The woman is the only one who must go to the kitchen and cook. My dear, you must also learn. If you don't want to cook, learn. If you don't want to learn, support her in the kitchen. Because you see, this person is not a slave. She's a human being, and once she breaks down, the entire system breaks
And the
down.
man is not a slave also. You need to help each other. We have a very vital question before us again. Said, if you miss the right person, 75% of the life is going to needing to break that to us so we can have it better and understand it.
Some time ago, I went for a deliverance program, and unfortunately enough, I was part of the system of the deliverance. And in the process of praying, a particular possessed lady turned and said, we will wait for you when you want to get married. So the thing rang the serious bell. So that means Satan has not given up concerning marriage, because the first marriage you will ever think about that everyone today is getting into was instituted by God. God was the first pastor in the Garden of Eden to act the right person, because marriage is spiritual. If you read carefully, I will not go into that. Genesis 1 and Genesis 3, you will see very clearly that the first person that instituted marriage was God. And when God was instituting it, God made it because of the family. So you must understand that whatever is involved in your marriage matters a lot. If whatever is involved is not of God, the marriage will not last. What exactly did you see that you want to say, God, I want to marry this person? You must allow God to be involved. Major marriages I've heard that later had a problem. God must give you a word.
As a believer, God must give you a word.
Because that word will help you when the time of crisis will come. Because I've never seen our parents ever divorced, even though they didn't get more understanding of this marriage thing that we are encountering as a Christian. I don't know, because to me, I didn't see that from my lineage.
I think that will take us to another topic. Can you both manage yourself? Before you say I do, have you ever considered, can we manage ourselves? Can I manage my husband? Can my husband, or my fiancé, can we actually manage ourselves? Maybe the way we talk, the way we respond to situation, the way we respond to things, the way we, some people, even during the courtship, you could consider that the guy is so caring, the lady is so caring.
But once he gets married,
when he gets married, it's different. It's a different ballgame. But can you now, to an extent, can you manage 75 or 80% of the person's character now? But if you can manage it, then you can continue.
Because you see, when you talk of manage, it is vice versa. Because when your wife gets pregnant, that is another area you must learn to manage. Because there's some women, when they are pregnant, they can shout. Anything they see, they eat. Some of them are very, very funny. Some are very erratical. Some are very wild and all that. But the truth is this: many men does not put those aspects into consideration. Some vomits. All these are things you must put together. When it comes to manage, if your wife talks back at you, she's trying to correct you. Can you guys say, okay, I'm fine? When you talk of marriage, it doesn't end between only the two of you.
No, you should be able to manage family, extended family.
Both of you.
When it comes around, how do you respond to them?
When your wife people comes to visit you, how do you manage them? So when you talk of managing them, it's beyond what we are saying.
Sure.
So when you talk of marriage, it doesn't end with two of you. When you start having children, it's another different thing.
You have to learn to manage your children. So
do.
put that into consideration.
Yeah.
If the person is hot-tempered and you feel you can't manage the temperament of the person, I will advise you just calm down and look elsewhere. You need to start observing now. Look at the person. Can you manage the lifestyle of this person? Because when you are in, is something else. But now that you are not married yet, you have the whole time all to yourself to consider before you say I do. Very, very important.
Understand.
That's true.
Know what you are getting into
before
you said I do. We'll stop here because of time. So by God's grace,
we will be coming back for the other questions. Like I said, we have a lot of questions in our inbox to treat, and so expect our next talk on this thing. What to consider
before you say I do. And please,
it's very important.
don't forget to follow us on. Just click that subscribe button and personalize it. Very important.
Thank you so much.
That you will follow us as we keep on going. And as time goes on to, we'll also give you some technical tricks, some technical ways by which you can also manage other things, even your children. God will help you. Thank you. Till we meet again, we are Kingstar Boys International,
aka King's Vision. And we promise you, as you follow us and put God at the center of everything,
platforms,
you will see, you will make mistakes from the singles. Then for the married one, if you have made it, I pray for grace for you, not to fail, to amend that broken marriage.
Keep on working it.
Amen.
Keep on working it, spice the marriage. You know, there's certain things some of us women would like to do. When you want to make a woman understand that you love her, you take her to so many places and also those history. Once in a while,